What's up, guys? I'm gonna show you my hot tent stove that I made. This is the flume pipe, or the part that goes through the tent. I'm 5'10", 5'11" with shoes on, so it's just 6 foot, which will give me plenty clearance for to be coming up out of my TP tent. I have a 2-person TP tent. I'm just going to show you guys how it breaks down and goes together. So I made it out of all the parts. Actually, all the stuff I got from work, it's stainless steel. It weighs 5 pounds, but when I weighed it, I didn't have the flume pipe, the stove piping, or the door on, so it probably weighs a little more than 5 pounds. But I have a hole drilled here in the door, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little piece of chain that will hang down to about right here with a little ring on the end of it. I'm going to stick the chain through here, put some Carter keys in it. That way, when the door is hot, I can just pull it open by that chain. And then also in the same place, I'm going to put a little piece of metal on here that will go down, and it'll slide in behind this bend. And when I grab the chain and pull up on it, it'll raise it up, and then it'll hold the door closed or open. Which I didn't put any vents in here because this thing is literally not airtight anyway. So I want to see how it burns first. And it may be where I just crack the door or whatever. I don't know. I'll look into that. But anyway, I'll give you a little close up of it. Hold on. So I used rivets on it. The way that I did the all thread legs is they hold this front piece and back piece in place. You can see where I have them real close to the front edge, because the less little clips and screws and stuff that I wanted to put on there, you can see rivets, even rivets are big. These are the one side, this is the other side, but I didn't want anything bigger than what I already had to have sticking out of there, because I wanted it to be as compact as possible. And same thing on the back. I put the all thread through here real close, so this back panel actually just slides down in between the all thread and this bends around the corners. And so I only have like $30 in it. All I had to buy was the all thread, the rivets, the little bit of nuts and bolts, these hose clamps, and this piece of flashing. Everything else, like I said, I made and got from work. And so the reason that I wanted to build one as opposed to buying one is if you buy a good one, a big one, they're like $400. If you buy a little cheap one for $150. But the thing is if you buy one, if you don't buy an expensive one, you get a little bitty one. And I wanted a big one that I didn't have to worry about constantly putting wood in. So the measurements on it is 10 inches wide, 10 inches tall, and 14 inches long. So I can put a lot of wood in there. And I can put a lot of wood in it, and it will burn for a while, as opposed to the little bitty ones, you know, where you gotta, I don't want it to burn out in the middle of the night. It gets cold up here. I'm from the south. It gets cold. So even in the spring at night in the mountains, you could end up with a blizzard. So anyways, I'll just show you guys how it comes apart. Find my makeshift screwdriver. Oh yeah, right here. So I have with me, when I'm hunting, I have my little pocket knife that has a screwdriver on it. But when I'm at home, I have a butter knife. So this bottom C-clamp, you just take it loose, and I had these clipped and folded up so the clamp goes around it and holds it in tight. Then you lay on the ground here like this, It's actually pretty simple. You can just literally take the C-clamps off. Let it roll out. What I like to do is take one C-clamp and make it pretty small so that I can make this, when I roll this up, I want to get it as small as I can. Obviously the smaller the better for packing and hauling. So probably somewhere around there, just a guess. And you just roll it up as tight as you can, keeping it as small as possible. Could have definitely made it smaller, made the C-clamp smaller, but for quick video purposes, anyways. Then you just slide these on, and of course, if you want, you can tighten them all up, but I just like to tighten up the first one and the last one, because the other ones I'm going to loosen. Then I just got to loosen them back off for whenever I put it, put it on the stove, because I keep it about 3 inches. I just throw all the clamps in the middle loose, tighten up both outside clamps just a hair, and she's ready to pack up. And then on the actual stove, you just have wing nuts on the bottom of the legs. Just unscrew them. Pull the leg out. Now one of these, this one, is a little too tight. I really need to go get a little bigger bit and drill the bottom hole just a hair bigger, so that when I stick this through, it's easier to find. And then I have to go buy one more wing nut for this one, because I didn't buy any extra, and one of the wing nuts was bad. I did have an extra nut, so I just put a nut on this one. I prefer a wing nut because if you drop it, it'll be much easier to find than a nut. And what I did with the other nuts is I double nutted them. I double nutted them, tightened them up real good, and put a little bit of super glue on them so they wouldn't come apart. And when you put this all together, like I said, this all thread piece, when it slides in here, it's real tight to the back, and it keeps the front and the back from being able to collapse. The less hardware I had to use, in my mind, the less hardware I use, the less weight and the less stuff I have to worry about losing in the woods. But I got my little bag. I'm gonna put a couple of extra wing nuts in there on a little, just for safe, just in case I need one. You never know. And then you literally just take the top off, lay the top down, put the back in there, take the front door out, put it in there. One folds backwards, one folds the other way. Stick it in there. Take your legs. I have a strap right here. I have a strap. Tighten her down like that. Take the legs, stick them under here. Just like that. Then I have this bag. It's just an extra bag I had. Like I said, I'm gonna throw in this little spot right here. I'm just gonna throw a couple extra wing nuts in there. Probably 4 extra wing nuts, just in case I need one. If I lose one or something, and then just stick her in this bag. It's actually a dry bag, but works good for that. Now, I haven't decided yet. Get the air out of it. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put this down in the bag or if I'm just going to stick this in the bag separate, or maybe just strap it to the bottom of my backpack, like down here behind my sleeping bag is hung up. So I strap my sleeping bag on the bottom. And I may just strap that piece, you know, down here below my sleeping bag, in between me and the sleeping bag. And then this one, it fits in my backpack. Oh, hold on a second. It fits in my backpack nice and. I have a few things in here right now, but it fits in here with no problem. Instead, you can see I got plenty of room. However, right now my backpack is full of shit from the last weekend out in the woods bear hunting, and it was packed up for on the way home. And of course, when you pack up on the way home, you don't do near as good packing up. You don't do near as good repacking as you do packing going in. So anyway, that's it. That's it folded up. It's 14 deep, 10 tall, 10 wide. You can hold a lot of wood in there. I think it's gonna work real nice for my little 2-man teepee tent. So that's it. Hope you guys liked it, and if you guys are going and doing any spring bear hunting, good luck. I'm heading up tomorrow. Actually tonight. My son's flying in. He's 14. He's flying in from Arkansas, or 15. I can't remember. He's one of them. I got way too many kids, way too many birthdays to keep up with. He's flying in tonight, and we're going to go up to the far northwest corner of Montana with a buddy of mine that I know. And then another buddy and his son from work, same two that went on the trip with me last weekend. We're all headed up there, and we're going to try to, they went and got their bear tags, and they'll shoot one with a gun to where I'll only shoot it with a bow. But last weekend the snow was so bad you couldn't sneak up on anything. It was just like walking on broken glass in an empty warehouse. It was loud, echoey. So this weekend, hopefully there's no snow. The weather forecast doesn't show any. It shows warm weather. It does show some rain on one day, but we're gonna head up there and we'll get back with you when we get that video up and going. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.